What is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video of my sports Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over a boxing match for Saturday, March 5th, 2022. I'm going to show you highlights of each side, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And I wish you guys the best of luck on all your picks today. Let's go ahead and get into the boxing match. We're going to be looking at this boxing match right here. Let me bring up the fighters. It's going to be Roman Gonzalez versus Julio Cesar Martinez. So Gonzalez versus Martinez. I think it's these guys right here. Chocolatito. Chocolatito. I think it's his nickname, Roman Gonzalez. I doubt I pronounced that correctly. But we're going to be looking at that fight today for Saturday night. And as normal, on this side of the screen is what I call my daily numbers, date numerology, Gregorian Hebrew calendar. And on this side of the screen is what I call my game numbers specific to the game. So the way that I have it structured here is I have the location of the fight, city, state, stadium. I have one fighter right here, their name, Gematria, their birthday, to and from, their fight record, any type of win or losing streak that they're on. In the middle is the head-to-head last names via Gematria. And then at the bottom is the other fighter, his name, birthday, to and from, fight record, any other streaks he might be on, win or losing streaks. So we're going to keep it real simple and straight to the point here in this one. So let's jump into it. Roman Gonzalez versus Julio Cesar Martinez. So let's start with the fighter on the bottom, Julio Cesar Martinez. Let's go over some numbers here that will allow Julio Cesar Martinez to win this boxing match. So if Julio was going to win this fight, one thing that I would say is today does have 14 date numerology on the Gregorian. And Julio Cesar Martinez, he could become 19-1 for a fight record in his career, like 191. And mathematics tells us 191 is the 43rd prime number. 43 is the 14th prime number. Today with 14 date numerology, that can go down to Julio Cesar potentially. He would get his 19th win, and 19 and 14 share numbers as well. 14, 19. So 14 equals 41 and 40. 19 equals 41 and 40. So on a day with 14 date numerology, he could become 19-1, like 191, the 43rd prime, 43, the 14th prime, getting that 19th win. 19 and 14 share two of the four base ciphers together. You'll also notice that 14 written out sums to 104. And it's 104 days till Roman Gonzalez's 35th birthday. This fight taking place on March 5th, written 3/5. So that can actually play against Roman, and that 14 would play in favor of Julio. Today does have 30 and 50 date numerology on the Gregorian as well. And Roman can sit on 50 wins for his career with a loss. And he was born on June 17th, 6/17. Well, 6/17 mathematically is the 113th prime number, and 113 is the 30th prime number. And so a guy that has a birthday that mathematically breaks down to 30 on a day with 30 and 50 date numerology, he can sit on 50 wins for his career with a loss. And if you actually write out the number 50, it also sums to 30. The number 30 sums to 37, and it's 37 days since Julio's 27-year-old birthday. Today being the second day of the 7th month on the Hebrew Civil, like 27. So those would be some numbers for Julio. Roman would simply just sit on that 50, get that loss, and Julio would become 19-1 with the connection to the 14. 14 date numerology, 50 date numerology. Could be just as straightforward as that. Now, if Roman Gonzalez was going to win this fight, there's some interesting numbers here for Roman, a little bit. Nothing crazy, though. But what I thought was interesting is that this fight is taking place in San Diego. San Diego written out sums to 38. Now, if I was going to write out the number 38, the two numbers that I would see here are 68 and 58. And the reason why I point that out is because the stadium of where this is taking place, Pachanga Arena, sums to 58 and 68. On top of that, Roman Gonzalez sums to 68 and 58. So San Diego, the city that it's in, 38 sums to 58-68. The stadium that it's in, 58-68. The fighter, Roman Gonzalez, 68-58. Well, for Julio Cesar Martinez, this will be the 38th day of his age, and he was born on January 27th, 127. Or you can say the 27th of January, 271, which is the 58th prime number. So this could be in favor for Roman. These connections, this 127, the 38, the 68, the 58, the 58, the 68, San Diego 38. The reason why I say it could fit Roman is because Roman could go ahead and just get his 51st win for his career. Gonzalez versus Martinez written out sums to 233, the 51st prime number. And this fight is in San Diego. It's specifically California, the state. If you write out the number or if you write out the word, California, California sums to 182. And Julio Cesar Martinez can become 18-2, like 182, for a fight record with a loss. This fight taking place in San Diego, California. He would get his second loss for his career in his 22nd fight for his career, 222, this being the year 2022. So in the year 2022, he could get his second loss in his 22nd fight. He's coming off a 1 no contest. He has 2 no contests in his career. That's why this is his 22nd fight and not his 20th. But he can become that 182, California 182, and then Gonzalez versus Martinez 233, the 51st prime number. Roman can get his 51st win for his career. It's 261 days since his last birthday. This fight taking place in San Diego, California. 162, 162, 261 are just anagrams of each other. So, yeah, I think it's really just going to come down to either that 14 connection, like I was saying, that 191 and that 50, or it's just going to be a little bit more indirect, but yet not really, with the 51 and the 223 or the 233 for Roman. And then Julio Cesar Martinez can get hit with that 182 number in California. California sums to 182. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully this gives you insight to the game. I know this wasn't a huge, long video or super detailed, but this is just some things I found off the top. And this match was requested to me to look at. And so there definitely is some interesting numbers here. I can make a case for either side. And this is supposed to be a good fight too. It's supposed to be, I think it's like almost even on the money line, or maybe Roman has a slight edge on the money line. But it should be a good fight, and we'll see what happens. Does Julio Martinez become that 182 in California, 182 in the year 2022 in his 22nd fight, getting that second loss? Or is it on the day with 50 and 14 date numerology? Roman sits on that 50 wins. Julio gets that 19-1, 191 the 43rd prime, 43 the 15th prime. All right, well, thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for the support. I wish you guys the best of luck, and hopefully you win all the money in the world. I'll see you in the next video.